From Rugbytown, USA, it's Week 7 in the Pacific Rugby Premiership as the Glendale Raptors play host to the Olympic Club at Infinity Park in Glendale, Colorado. Hello, everyone, and welcome to Rugbytown. I'm Brian Vizard, along with former U.S. national team player Dan Power. And Dan, today in the PRP, we have the team at the top of the table, the Glendale Raptors, against the team at the bottom, the Olympic Club.
Oh, that's right, Brian. And normally, first last, you'd expect a snooze fest. Not the case in the Pacific Rugby Premiership this year. Close games all around. And Glendale, they've looked great, but Olympic Club may be coming back. Tell us a little bit more about them.
Well, it's one of the oldest clubs in the United States. They were founded in 1908. This year's team is a mix of veterans and some recent college grads. And they haven't fared so well, but they love the competition. They lost their first 4 games, as you see, but they beat Santa Monica 38-31 last week, finally getting off the snide.
We've had a look at these two teams before early in the Pacific Rugby Premiership. Tell us a little bit about what Olympic Club need to get done today to get the victory.
Well, they want to be organized. They want to have good communication, especially in the back line. They want to match Glendale in the scrum. They think they can win the lineout battle. That's going to be a big ask. And they want to kick with purpose and accuracy and have an organized chase when they do kick. And Dan, the O Club, they need to be at their best today because they're playing a Glendale Raptors team really on form right now.
Oh, definitely. The Glendale Raptors definitely not as old as the Olympic Club, but they have accelerated to the premier status in USA Rugby this year. Surprise packets out of the gate. They're 4-1 at the moment. Their only hiccup coming against San Francisco. They've looked absolutely sensational in the last few weeks. We've seen them here at Infinity Park, trouncing Santa Monica, and then we saw last week the game against Ombak. They look fantastic. They've fast become one of the best attacking outfits in the Pacific Rugby Premiership, scoring over 100 points in the last 2 weeks. And really, it's come behind their captain and their leader, Zach Fenolio. You saw him crossing for a try there. But as a team and a unit, they've gelled. I think they've really used that ranking at the start of the year as motivation to get them going. And they've really fought hard for each other. And I think that's what Andre Sneeman's really wanted to build here in Glendale, is that tight team ethos. They certainly have looked great, and I'm excited to watch them run around today.
And Dan, obviously the Raptors want to continue the momentum that they've carried on throughout this season. What are the keys for them to be coming out on top today?
You know, the big thing for them is going to be starting fast. They've looked a little bit slow out of the blocks the last couple of weeks. Their first half has been a little bit disappointing. I think defensively, they talk about minimizing their errors. I think that's more defensively than anything else. They need to work on making their first up tackles, not giving up 30 points and 29 points again like they have been the last few weeks, and play for 80 minutes. I think the big thing there is not going to be the second 40, but again, it comes back to that first 40 minutes. If they can really start this first half well, it'll take the wind out of Olympic Club sails, and we could be in for a very big score.
Well, is an upset in the making. We shall soon see. When we come back, we're going to have the anthem, the lineups, and the first 40 minutes of action. Please stay with us.
Today's match from Rugbytown, USA is brought to you by O'Brien Rugby. For all your rugby needs, o'brienrugby.com. Hilton Garden Inn, the best convenience, comfort, and value. Turner Construction, the proud builders of Infinity Park, welcome you to today's match. And by Core Power, packed with protein, simple ingredients, and an amazing taste, corepower.com.
What if you could see your kids get home safely without actually being there? Or turn your lights on from somewhere else? Welcome to Xfinity Home from Comcast, the total home security and home control solution combining professional monitoring with online and mobile tools, plus text and email alerts, remote alarm and light controls, and remote video monitoring. This is home security reimagined. Xfinity Home from Comcast. Learn more at xfinity.com/home.
The new place is perfect, or at least it will be, with a little help from Dex. In the book or at DexKnows.com. Dex can help you get results fast and deliver the best local advice so you can get it done right. Right here, right now.
We should do this more often.
Dex, results for the here and now.
Welcome back.
It's that time. Please stand and give a warm welcome to the Olympic Club and your Raptors.
Welcome back to Rugby Town, USA, here at Infinity Park in Glendale, Colorado. We're about to see a clash between the table toppers, Glendale Raptors, and the bottom dwellers, the Olympic Club at this point. And Dan Power, who's also joining me today. Dan, it looks like two teams going in different directions, but let's not forget that Olympic Club came up with a big victory last week.
Yeah, they've stressed all year that it's going to be a building year for them. They're trying to develop a squad up there, and they're trying to develop an ethic, and they're working that, and it's going to take time. Glendale, on the other hand, are just absolutely dominating so far.
Well, let's go down the field where Laura Gunning is going to sing our national anthem.
The national anthem
States of America, sung by Laura Gunning.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the lands of the free and the home of the brave?
Wonderful job by Laura Gunning with our national anthem. And we're just about to kick off another PRP match between Glendale and the Olympic Club. Glendale's going to be going left to right on your screen. And let's take a look at the Olympic Club team. Daryl Honecker, a hard-working front rower for this Olympic Club. Tim Little and James Lick, two former Old Blue players, veterans of the squad. Alex Menke, he's the captain and a stud at number 8. Dustin Munn, he's a very dangerous man. He can score from anywhere. Keegan Engelbrecht, give him a chance. He'll slot the kicks. And Colin Howley and Mike Haley, a great center combination. And the coach is former Cal and USA standout, Ray Lehner.
Yeah, very impressive lineup for Olympic Club. It's kind of surprising that they are stuck on one win. Here we have a look at Glendale. Up front, the big man, Zach Kennedy in the 3. Casey Rock will captain the squad today in the absence of, well, actually, Zach Finoli will be on the bench. And then on the back line, Mike Graham, very impressive. I've also been very impressed with Justin Pauger and Preston Bryant. They are coached by Andre Schneemann, former Springbok legend. He's still a legend, former Springbok.
And you see Mike Graham ready to get this game started off. And Mike Graham with a nice high kick at the 22-meter line. Olympic Club having trouble, but they still retain possession, and it's going to be inside their 22-meter line. It was brought in. It was brought back in, so they kick it out, stays in play. Dustin Croy has been a scoring machine so far this year. He gets out to Max Statler. Statler's been very effective as well. That pass a little bit forward, I think. Referee could have called forward or knock on. I think he called the forward pass first. So a little bit of rough start for both these teams.
Yeah, a little bit there. Max Statler likes to back himself. He's definitely got the speed to do it. I think he may have been called for a forward pass there out to Preston Bryant. But definitely, Olympic Club don't want to be throwing the ball around with this very dangerous back line from Glendale.
And there you see the back of our referee today, Tim Luscombe, rather. Sorry about that, Tim. And the assistant referees, Ryan Haggerty on one side and John Kenny on the other. And here you get a look at our first scrum. It's going to be Olympic Club put in Glendale. Very effective, boy, already. It looked like a knock-on in the scrum called. Somebody had a hand in there. But it's going to be a scrum to Glendale, but an awesome start for this Glendale team. They've been very effective in the scrums, also very effective mainly due to Casey Rock and the lineouts. That's been another very good area that they've been effective at this year, Dan. Yeah, the battle between Casey Rock and Tim Little is going to be very exciting. Tim Little, like you said, used to play for Old Blue. I played against him a few times. Great guy, and he is also a force in the lineouts. And Casey Rock, as we know, he's been outstanding in the games we've watched so far this season. See that scrum went down. Looks like number 3 on our side, Zach Kennedy for Glendale, and Mark Sugart both went down there. You see the referee changing sides, trying to get a better look at what happened last time. Want to make sure everybody stays up this time. Glendale with the put in. Mike Kenyon, who's been very effective at the tail of the scrum. He leads an outstanding back row with Spencer Scott and Austin Welch for Glendale. Let's see the put in. Well, it almost looked like a shade towards Glendale. Referee said play on, though. And there's Mike Graham, who was very, very good against Ombak last week. That pass looked a little forward. Referee said play on. Dustin Croy has Statler out wide. Good tackle that time by Haley. Referee said play on. And that's number 13, Preston Bryant, wearing the 13 jersey today. They get the ball out. Casey Rock inside the 22-meter line. And here's Glendale again on attack with quick ball. Mike Graham trying to find a seam, doesn't find one. Good defense by Olympic Club. And not releasing the tackle player. And that's going to be a relatively easy shot at goal, I would think, right in front of the poles. And Mike Graham's second in the PRP in scoring, Dan. It should be an easy start for him to get on the board.
Yeah, that's the option to go for. They are going to take the points. Daniel Horton there just getting caught, not releasing Mike Graham. And here we will see on the replay what happened. The open side flanker for Olympic Club. Horton does well. Mike Graham, very tough guy to tackle one-on-one. You see Horton to the left of your screen, not rolling away. He's the prop there. Does a great job. Honecker, he got away, but Tim Luscombe will have none of that as he gets Horton there for not rolling away and gives Mike Graham what would be usually a quite a simple shot at goal, but the wind, as we've mentioned, and the weather, not very rugby friendly here today.
Yeah, very windy, and it's cold, folks. It's got to be, Dan, you live here. Was 30s or 40s or what?
You know, once it gets down there, I don't think it really matters what it is. It's just, it's cold. Beautiful strike.
Good driving kick by Mike Graham. Went right through the wind. Puts Glendale first points on the board. 3-0 in favor of the Raptors. And now the Olympic Club trying to answer that. And we talked about Alex Menke, the number 8, uncompromising, tough, explosive player for this Olympic Club team. He likes to dominate on both sides of the ball. They'll be counting on him big time so far in this game. And Keegan Engelbrecht again. Penalties inside the Glendale half. Keegan Engelbrecht will make you pay. There's Keegan getting the restart here. Keegan, outstanding career at Cal. Nice high kick, maybe a little deep inside the 22, but it's going to find space. Miscommunication. Mike Kenyon just throws it at Max Statler. You take it. And here we go. Referee again. Referee Tim Luscombe in the way, but look at the drive over the 22-meter line. Outstanding charge by Joash Pecco. Oh, and there we go. Preston Bryant with a big Casey Rock, referee playing advantage. You saw the knock on. And there you see number
Colin Hawley moved back to fullback for Oak Club. He gets the ball in a bit of space and does some damage. Munn to Engelbrecht, shapes a kick, pulls it back down. That's gone forward. Let's see if they pull it up. No, they don't. It's play on. Olympic Cup ball still deep in Glendale's half here. Munn back to Engelbrecht. He just dishes it off. The 23.
They got room out here.
They're shaping. They're doing well here. Olympic Club maintaining possession, recycling well. Hawley gets caught at the back. Jack Howard with a big tackle. He offloads it to Horton, though. Also dragged down by Pecco. Slowing things down here. Probably a good option. Look for a field goal. Long field goal. Not even a chance there from Engelbrecht. It'll roll towards the sideline. Mike Graham, plenty of time. Gives himself a little bit more space. He'll look for him to drive this downfield, and he does so over the touchline.
Yeah, a couple of things on that play, Dan. It was a long, very advantageous or optimistic drop goal attempt past the midfield mark, and then there was no chase by the Olympic Club. Mike Graham had all the time in the world to calmly slot that kick back. And as it is, it's going to be about a line out for the Olympic Club, about 10 meters outside the 22-meter line, so not too bad attacking position here.
Yeah, we get our first look at the battle between Little from Olympic Club and Rock from Glendale, both standing at 2. And Little takes first points on his own throw, though. Well handled there from Olympic Club as they start to drive this ball forward. It comes off the side, back to Horton. Fends one. Can't get away from Grays. Goes back to Little. He just drops their head and takes contact. Beautiful stuff there from Glendale, stopping the Olympic Club. Munn with the ball. Engelbrecht switches back inside. It goes behind him. It's a turnover. Mikey Graham with the ball now. Looks to the left. Preston Bryant with some space. Throws the dummy and come back inside. He's well tackled, though. Over halfway now. Glendale ball comes across to Austin Welch. He just carts the ball up to the 40. Well recycled from Glendale. Crawford Miller steps in. Bounce past to Graham. Shapes a kick. Pulls it in. Jack Howard with the ball. One-handed offload to Kenyon, puts it down. Could be a knock-on. Luscombe agrees. I'll come back for a scrum, but good play from the Raptors.
And they had that overload out wide, right? If they saw that early on, they could have got the ball out, and there would have been all sorts of danger for this Glendale side. Boy, and that Zach Kennedy is a big man, isn't he? There you see Tim Luscombe getting refereed up or mic'd up.
Technical, definitely Tim Luscombe's feeling, but you're right, Zach Kennedy's a big man. They do have a couple of big guys, Kennedy in the front row, Casey Rock at lock, and the rest of the forward pack kind of works well with them. They're very mobile, they're very fit. You know, Austin Welsh, Kenyon, Doug Graves, they all do a great job at getting around the field. Spencer Scott. Oh, and here we have it. You saw all the action earlier. We're going to get a look at Olympic Club again next week, taking on the first game winner, the Denver Barbarians. And that will be here next Saturday, March 22, 1 p.m. Mountain Time. That is 12 p.m. Pacific for your Olympic Club fans watching now. And that will be live right here on the Rugby Town USA Ustream channel. And then the hometown Raptors will take on Belmont Shore, the other team we watched earlier. We're just swapping opponents. That's also March 22nd, Saturday. It'll be following at 3 p.m. And we're back to the action here. Scrum is maintained. Spencer Scott's all over the ball. What's he got here? Not releasing the tackler. I think he's got the man on the ground. Spencer Scott was in his right there to get the ball, but there was still a Glendale player around his legs.
Yeah, Menke did well there. Alex Menke, the number 8 for Olympic Club, picked up the ball on a wheeled scrum, but just before it got wheeled 90, he was able to pick that ball up. And now Keegan Engelbrecht has an opportunity to kick that ball into Glendale territory. Not probably the most distance he could have gotten out of that, but it gets to about the 10-meter line where it's going to be, since it was a full arm penalty, it's going to be an Olympic Club throw-in. And we saw that combination of Andrew Cook from St. Mary's and Tim Little, the former Old Blue player, work really effective in that last line out we saw for Olympic Club. Let's see if they go back. And again, we saw the wind play havoc early on. That's Doug Graves. I think that was number 7, Austin Welsh, said knock that ball back towards Glendale. Oh, watch it. Oh, yeah, you saw that coming. A miscommunication. And I think that was the Hawley brothers, was it not?
Well, the two players you would expect to have that sixth sense about knowing where the other person is would be the Hawley brothers, Garrett and Colin. But obviously, lack of communication as Colin Hawley comes across. They both hesitate as the ball comes down, and boom, right through. And that replay, beautiful replay there. Great job from the camera boys. Was brought to you by Alpha Graphics. Increase your reach with Alpha Graphics at alphagraphics.com. Great sponsors here at Rugby Town USA.
And it looks like Austin Welch is possibly getting a little attention on the sideline, maybe a little blood. There's been a Glendale replacement for him. And we're going to continue play. It's going to be a scrum to Glendale just inside the 10-meter line. Both teams still kind of feel each other out. We're about 8 minutes into this contest. Glendale holding a 3-0 lead, courtesy of a Mike Graham penalty kick. What a good scrum by Olympic Club that time. Boy, they just drove Glendale off the ball, but Glendale does retain possession. Going backwards. Just trying to get a couple of meters, a couple of hard meters for Glendale. They do have possession now. It's that scrum half. Crawford Miller gets it out to his back line. Oh, stays well with Justin Paga. Preston Bryant stays with it. And now inside the 22-meter line, there's Crawford Miller. They got some men out wide. Graham and finds his winger coming on the inside. That's David Caswell who's coming to the lineup for today's game. And then big Casey Rock, does he have the speed? Nope. He gets cut down. Glendale does well, though. That's number 15, Dustin Croy. We've seen him score on a number of occasions here at Infinity Park. They get the ball out wide. Mike Graham just trying to get through the traffic. There's Mike Kenyon. Oh, almost a seam opened up for him. He does retain possession. They continue on the weak side. And Mike Graham finding himself all alone. Can he stay on his feet to wait for help? He can, but the referee saw a knock-on by the Olympic Club and advantage to Glendale.
Yeah, accidental knockdown there, I think, from the Olympic player, knocked it down, but quite lucky because Mike Graham was a man on an island out there. If they could have got him to ground a little quicker, possibly a penalty or a quick turnover.
And for those fans of Glendale, they may be wondering where's Zach Finolio and also Chad London. Those are Eagle guys. They were considered for the Eagle team. They didn't make it. They're on the bench today. We'll probably see them later in the game.
Crouch! That's an interesting selection. Finolio has kind of been a go-to guy at hooker for the Eagles.
And he's been outstanding for Glendale so far this season, leading by
Both you
example.
gentlemen. On the back, not on the side, not on the arm. Okay, on the back.
And the referee did not like that last scrum and went down, asked for a reset, and it's going to still be a Glendale put in here.
What did I just talk about with both of them?
And there you see a typical backline setup. Mike Grant likes having his two centers standing quite close to him and a blind winger. If he needs to, it's like his release valve, a safety valve to go out the back door.
What always keeps that option open up for him too as well, to hang on to that ball and look for support coming in. Let's see what he does here. Oh, he looks for that flat pass. Justin Palga. Palga going through. Oh, cut down by Houghton, just short of the line. And then a slight knock-on by Glendale in support. But a good try-saving tackle that time by the flanker, Daniel Houghton.
Yeah, that looked like Spencer Scott there had lost the ball. I was talking to forwards coach Robbie Dawes last week, just telling him how well I thought Spencer Scott was doing. And he goes, he's doing great. One knock on his game, he just gets a little bit too excited. There's a great ball from Mike Graham. Great step from Justin Palga. He's had a great year. And there you see six, Spencer Scott come in. And that was the big knock on him. He just gets a little bit too excited. In that situation, it was so messy. You'd just like to see him clean that out and then let the nine come in and do his job rather than try to go for the messy pick and go.
And that ball was caught right up against Justin Palga, who's a big body anyway, to get that ball up and over. But here's Olympic Club now in the shadows of the goal line. There's a good scrum by Glendale to get it out. I think that's Menke again. Oh, not releasing the tackled player. Called against, is that Spencer Scott again?
Crawford Mill, I think he got the scrum half there for not rolling away. Sometimes tough. They're very quick to get that because the Glendale players got there so quickly for the poach, and Crawford Mill was still on the legs. The referee sort of doesn't have much of an option. If you're not clearing that tackle player, you really can't, blow a penalty for holding on.
That was a good clearing kick that time by Keegan Engelbrecht. Let's see if we can take a look at it. There's the scrum.
Number 9, that's 2 on you. Go the first way.
Yeah, Menke does well to get that ball, and there you see a good call by the referee. The scrum half did not detach that tackled player. Stayed with him. That's why he got pinged. It's going to be an Olympic throw in here. Just a short man, 3-man line out, it looks like. 4-man line out. Well taken. And yeah, you're right, it is cold here, Dan. I think we've seen some snowflakes coming down now.
Very exciting stuff. More snow, just what we needed.
There's going to find some space. No, it's going to find Dustin Crow. Did he knock it on? Yes. He tried to get it with his body. The referee said nope, his hands were there. And that's going to be a good attacking position. Keegan Engelbrecht found a little bit of space in front of Dustin Croy. And again, the wind is playing havoc. We saw it in the first game, and we're seeing it hit again in the second game. Wind very hard on these back three players trying to gather those high balls.
Yeah, Dustin Croy, great player, usually plays in the wing, and there you see the difference between a winger and a fullback. Now, standing in the middle of the field, you've got a lot of real estate. When they kick that ball, you can't be in two minds. Am I going to let it bounce, or you either attack it and make the mistake, or you let it bounce and then play it off that. You see a very different format there for the Olympic Club. They play the more traditional, kind of like a dish or a banana setup where they're going to have the centers a little deeper with a flat winger and fullback. This way, Engelbrecht can play at the line. His inside center and outside center will be a little deep. If Glendale shoot up, his outside backs are flat. And he can either kick through or throw a flat pass across the fullback. Now, I prefer this option, but they go the blind side through Munn. He beats one, steps around the other beautifully. Dustin Munn, there's a little bit of value down the blind side. Can he beat Olympic Club? They hit right back with a beautiful try. Garrett Hoyley makes up for that lack of communication with his brother earlier and dots it over for a try. Olympic Club jump out to a 5-3 lead here, and that was better stuff off the back of that scrum. And now if you're Dustin Croy, you're really regretting that decision to be in two minds about catching that high ball. And that's exactly what this Olympic Club outfit needed.
Well, you know, when the scrum happened, I said, why are they continuing to go right? Because it got shunted, but Dustin Munn did so well with this scrum, this back row move. And he puts Garrett Holly, who still had a little bit of work to do, put him in the clear for the first try of the game and the 5-3 Olympic Club lead. Good reply from this Olympic Club team. But I thought, you know, they shouldn't go right if that scrum's getting shunted that way, but Dustin Munn was so effective, it worked out well for him.
And we see the changes you mentioned. Chad London on the bench was in camp with the Eagles. As soon as that try was scored, Chad London got off the bench and started warming up. You know, you saw David Caswell, a good young player, but just caught out there by Dustin Munn Andre Snapeman's obviously giving Chad London the look, and he is gone to warm up, so expect to see him in the game pretty quickly. Conversion successful, beautiful strike there from Keegan Engelbrecht. Puts it over, and he was renowned on his during his career as being just a sensational kicker of the ball.
Well, his father's a good rugby player. His father Keith down in Dallas. His uncle Mike is a very good player as well down in Dallas, a U20 coach for the United States national team. So there's a little bit of a bloodline there, but Keegan Engelbrecht, a very good player. And see, look at that ball get caught up in the wind. Those are just so hard to judge. But Houghton does well to camp under that ball, secures possession for the Oak Club outside the 22-meter line. Dustin Munn, nice pass to Engelbrecht, and Engelbrecht just stays down on the ball, kicks a nice high ball. Croy gathers this one nicely. And here comes the Glendale. Oh, big hit. That was number 3, Daryl Honecker for the Olympic Club with a big hit in the midfield. Glendale just trying to set up a pick here in the middle of the field.
I don't know if it's 2014 and things have changed, but what's a winger doing taking on a prop?
Here you see Glendale playing the ball, gets it out to Mike Graham. Mike Graham right behind the scrum, trying to keep his hands free, does, but very good defense there by the Olympic Club. Great steal that time by Tim Little. Oh, I think that was the number 8, Alex Menke, the skipper, who stole that ball.
Red ball.
They're going to keep possession because it was a Glendale knock-on, so good play by the skipper for the Olympic Club.
Great steal from Menke there. You mentioned him in the pregame as just being a beast of a player, and he certainly showed it there. You can't stress how important that is at the breakdown as we see the replay. Mike Graham isolated, probably would have been a good option to kick there. The wind swirling, and look at Menke.
Yep.
Digging in like a demented mole over the ball there, looking for some value. Good stuff from Menke. And now, last time they packed it down, we saw Munn come the blind side. Doesn't have the numbers here this time, but a very good platform for Olympic Club to attack off as they set up very flat at the right side. Menke picks, he loses it though, undoes all the good work, Menke.
Yeah, well, that was a good defensive play by Crawford Miller quickly to get to Menke. The Olympic Club continues to play on. Recycled possession. Oh, what do we got here? Going straight off the feet. And it's going to give Mike Graham a chance to clear that ball in the Olympic Club half. It looked like a couple of forwards went down. I think Tim Little was there, one of the players that went down. And I think also maybe the hooker, Andrew Cook, went down as well. One of those 2 players may have been the guilty culprit, but Mike Graham, a nice clearing kick. But the 10-meter line, and it's going to be a Glendale throw in here. And this was one area where Zach Finolio was so effective. I don't know if Glendale lost a line out in the games we've seen so far. Them playing. Here's the reserve, Jack Hayward.
Yeah, young Englishman from Ipswich over there in the UK.
Let's see, but when you have a target like Casey Rock, well, they use Casey to throw this time. Well, a little off Menke again. This time a steal in the line out. Does well to I think that was stolen back by Glendale. No, Menke did well to keep that ball.
Steal was fine.
Oh, I thought that Spencer Scott had it for Glendale. But I think the referee said playing off the ground, it's going to be Keegan Engelbrecht again with another opportunity to clear this ball deep into the Glendale half. But some pretty good defense lately in the last 10 minutes by this Olympic Club. They started out a little slow, but have really come on strong here.
Yeah, oh, that may stay in with this wind. No, he's done well. It's curved around nicely. Beautiful kick from Engelbrecht there. And here we have another look at the line-out battle. Little versus Rock, as they're deep in Glendale's territory here. Olympic Club, it's hard to believe they've only had 1 win. They're an impressive side, and they're missing some players. No Rickus Pretorius, no Will Johnson, Tim Maupin, their usual wingers.
Yep. He's probably away with the U.S. camp.
He is in the U.S. camp. So they're missing some quality players. I mean, Rickus Pretorius a few years ago was one of the hottest young talents in USA rugby.
Boy, a lot of movement. Olympic not straight. Yeah, there was 3 different movements in that line. Sometimes I think teams try to overcomplicate things. But referee Tim Luscombe said that ball was not in straight, so it's going to be a scrum now. The option is a scrum or a line out, and again with a wind at the back, the scrum is usually a safer bet, and very strong set piece by Glendale. They like to go for the scrum here, just probably trying to find a clearing kick, maybe have Mike Graham in the back of that scrum. Let's see if we can see it.
Oh,
yeah. Once it goes off that left shoulder, when you're an Olympic club player, you know that ball isn't straight. So ball's moving around a little bit. Kenyon did okay there, but look at the defense by Houghton. We've talked about him 4 or 5 times so far early in his going. Oh boy, I don't know. That ball looked like it was out.
On the ground.
You heard him call out 7 release, 7 release. And then Horton, I think it is.
Yes, you're fine.
Yeah, Daniel Horton, the 7. He kind of got crushed on top of the breakdown. It's tough for him to get away. The ball spilled out to the side. Tim Little had every right to play at it. Tough call against Olympic Club there. Mike Graham, as he does, kicks the ball out of trouble.
You good?
Last time we saw Jack Hayward overthrow here. But again, we've seen teams...
Yeah, you're fine.
We've seen teams worry with this about Casey Rock. And now also Howard may be a little worried about Tim Little at the front. It's the first time they've faced a guy this side. As we see the lineup come in. Again, he overthrows it over the back. The ball comes down. Olympic.
No hands!
Retain possession. Dustin Munn with the ball. He moves it to Engelbrecht. Engelbrecht looks for some runners. Finds his outside center. He does well. Moves it forward. Referee's got a little knock on here, though.
Yep, slight knock on by the Olympic Club. It's going to be a Glendale put in. You can't really tell who's got the advantage here with a wind in this first half because it's such a swirling wind. It's awfully cold. I think it's going into the face of Glendale right now, but it changes every few minutes. And right now, Olympic Club taking advantage of the wind at their back. Most of this first half so far, 22 minutes in, has been played in the Glendale side.
Crouch! Bind! Set!
And there you see Crawford Miller putting in for Glendale. Not a bad shunt, not a bad shunt. Good solid ball. Justin Paga again, he's a danger man so far. They're looking for some support on the outside. Paga, does he have the wheels? Nope. Colin Howley makes the tackle from his fullback position, but all the way down to the 22-meter line. And Spencer Scott, I don't think he was meant to have that pass. It was awfully hard. Spencer Scott came in front of it, knocked it on, and again, Olympic Club off the hook. And Casey Rock.
Tackle, no Rock.
Yeah, it looks like Casey Rock might be limping here. May have been some accidental contact off the ball. He's staying on the field. But Justin Pauga, he has been the man to go to. Usually Chad London takes that role. He stepped up today. Beautiful run from him. Support couldn't get to him in time. He looked like he slowed up a little bit. They still weren't there, and he backed himself and went. But a little bit of a knock on. Yeah, not too bad. I think you can see the Rugby Town USA flags in the courtyard behind the field here. They're very, very stiff. That might be protected a little bit. It's a much stronger breeze. And it's cold too, nothing worse when it's breezy and cold.
Yeah, it's a gusty wind too. It comes in spurts. And here we go, let's see what we got here. Referee's gonna reset it, I think. I think the front row's lost their footing. It's gonna be another put in for the Olympic Club. Dustin Manu, another outstanding Cal graduate. Had an outstanding career with the Bears. A lot of Cal Bears and a lot of St. Mary's alumni on this Olympic Club team.
Crouch!
It's turned into a quite competitive college rivalry too. I wonder how that first training session goes. It's always interesting.
Yeah. Well, they got some great coaches on both those teams. And there you see that was brought back in. So if that goes into touch on a fly, it should be, that should go all the way back. I think that was brought back in, Dan. But they took the quick line out, and here comes Dustin Croy. All the way inside the 10-meter line, looking for help, finds it. A low pass to Jack Hayward. He does well to keep on that ball. And then Olympic Club stole it right back, and they come back. Nicely done for the Olympic Club. And again, that ball was definitely brought back in. Keegan Engelbrecht's kick. Croy's all alone. Oh, he gathered nicely. Now does he have the pace? Colin Howley, oh, he finds him, finds Bryant. Bryant against Howley. Good tackle by the former Eagle player.
Oh, what's he got in for here? Not releasing and then playing the ball after being pushed back?
I'm not sure. Well, let's have a look. Is he reaching? He's reaching, he's reaching.
Tackles the man without the ball. He's gone.
Oh. There you go, tackling the man without the ball. Now he's gone.
And that was Mike Haley, one of the top players in this Olympic Club back line. You heard the referee say you can't tackle the player without the ball, which Haley did. He was just trying to cut down the support players. And he's out for 10 minutes now, folks, at the 25-minute mark. And now you see Mike Graham. They're going to kick for touch here, trying to set that line out. We haven't really seen Casey Rock as the target so far in this lineup. We've seen him used as a lifter, but not so much as the target so far.
Yeah, they've gone to
Front yours,
Austin
Ryan,
Welsh
going in,
quite a
Front
bit.
yours, going
And
in.
he also a good jumper, very athletic. Austin Welsh. The last
Number
two throws
three.
have gone over. Again, we talked about the winger getting caught out and Chad London warming up. I think if this throw goes south,
Hey.
which it doesn't, beautiful
That's fine,
take from
that's a
Casey Rock
sack.
and brought down. Crawford Miller digging in there looking for the ball.
Step.
He goes to his left. Graham, short ball to Powder again. He's been strong, Powder.
7, release him.
He's caught up, but they get the ball back well. Good job, Glendale. Graham across to Spencer Scott. He dummies inside, beats one, burrows down,
Release
keeps
him,
going
9.
forward. Great run from Scott. They're 5 meters out from the line. Ball goes to ground. Well picked up from Graves. Can he break the tackle? He's so close.
Away.
Ball goes back. It's still Glendale's ball. Playing advantage, penalty.
On the ground,
Playing
move
the
it.
ball on the ground. Do they go quickly here?
Use your mark.
Yes, Crawford Miller takes a quick tap. Comes across to Croy. He dummies. Steps one, steps
back,
twice.
six.
He's brought down. Good tackle from Engelbrecht. Again,
In the side, number 6.
in from the side. We're going to stop play.
Well,
Could he reach
number
again?
6,
Dan,
Captain.
he's going to reach for yellow, I think, or it's going to be a stern warning.
6.
That's 2 or 3
Captain.
infractions down deep. Let's see what the ref says.
There's too many penalties. This gentleman is in the side of the tackle. Okay. Clean it up right now. Otherwise I will. You don't like that, okay? All right. Get
There
it.
you heard the warning. That's 2 infractions down deep. That's 2 infractions down deep for the Olympic Club. One more, and we're going to see
Time's
yellow,
up.
I think, again. That
Points,
would really put
gentlemen.
a hamper on this Olympic Club side. And now an easy chance for 3 points for Mike Graham, just in front of the poles.
Yeah, good option to take the 3 here. It's a guaranteed 3 points, so close. And they will take the 3 points here. It would be tragic if Olympic Club took another yellow card down to 13 players against this potent attacking offense that Glendale has. And if you're enjoying all the action here today, the Superfan Pass is for you. Rugby Town USA Superfan Pass, 20 match tickets plus rewards for $80. RugbyTownUSA.com. Get your pass. You can come down, watch Mike Graham kick penalties like that, right through the middle. Olympic Club still lead those 7 points to 6. 26 minutes gone in the first half.
Ball.
Yeah, now it's key for the Olympic Club now to withstand this man disadvantage here with Mike Haley in the sin bin. There you see Keegan Engelbrecht talking to his forwards where this kick's going to go. And again, now it's just trying to take your time, kill some time off the clock. Another nice high kick, maybe a little deep, does not find space. It finds Mike Kenyon though. He takes it up hard, a nice strong run by the number 8. Oh, again, trying to, Tim Little again causing all sorts of havoc in Glendale's side. And there's Joash Pecco.
Release him,
He
tackler.
takes it up a little further.
If they can get the
Tackle
ball out,
release.
they've got numbers out to the right, Brian. And it comes that way. Willie kick, steps back inside. Mike Graham, there's space there. Steps again. Runs back into traffic though. Crawford Miller with the ball. There's space if they can move it. Justin Pauga. He dummies and go back inside. Great defense from Bernard out here. Preston Bryant's caught with the ball now, and he's
14
finally
release.
dragged down by that man, Bernard.
Plus,
Still with them. Bad pass. Casey Rock goes back to recover. He's isolated, needs some help. Glendale get there.
yeah, there's Menke again, all
Miller,
over the place.
Ball's out. Very sloppy stuff here.
Rock.
They need to settle things down. Maybe a few picks with the forwards. They'll get a kick out of there. Here goes Big Zach Kennedy. He just falls over.
Ball's out now.
Stolen.
Ball's out.
Stolen. Olympic Club have the ball. Beautiful stuff there.
Kelly Harris with a steal for
Now
the
if they
Olympic
can
Club.
get up and get adjusted quickly,
Release.
they can attack. Dustin Bunn with the ball. Referee blows a penalty. Quick tap.
Let him run.
He'll get him for not 10 here. This may be a card. They didn't even get close. Dustin Bunn still goes. Everyone stopped.
Oh!
He beats another, finally dragged down. Ball comes spewing out. He'll come back. Let's see if we stop here. Glendale didn't even make an attempt to get back 10 there. Casey Rock just drilled Dustin Munn straight into the pocket.
He's
Here comes the
reaching,
card,
yep.
and he will go for 10 minutes.
Good call, Dan.
And now we are
No advantage.
14 v 14.
Not 10.
You know,
That's a fair call.
I was going to say to Dustin Munn, I said, take your time. You're going to kill some time off the clock, go for the easy 3 points, but it worked out well. They got a man in the bin now, especially
Sounds
a big
good.
line-out target
Not
like
10.
Casey Rock.
Not 10.
And now it's still
No
going to be
close.
an easy shot at 3 with Keegan
Points.
Engelbrecht
Points to
taking
goal,
a shot.
gentlemen.
That
It
was
worked
a
out
good
quite
exchange.
well, isn't it? So
Yes.
the old blackjack. Do you want to double down? Yeah, I'll double down. Why not? And it'd have come up. Queens and aces all around.
Yeah.
And there we see Casey Rock off to the sideline. That is huge for them. Not only captain today, but also the biggest threat in the line-out. He will take 10 minutes. He'll come on just before the end of the first half. He sits down, and Keegan Engelbrecht, we've seen him kick one from the sideline already. He should slot this over with the greatest of ease and stretch Olympic out a little further. He's a big boy for a 10, isn't he? I didn't realize how tall he was. Looks like he's been in the gym too, pumping some weights. Always good for a fly half to pump those weights. Oh, he's missed it. I put the jinx on him. I'm sorry, Keegan. He's pulled it. The wind may be playing tricks on some of these players. And here we go, youth rugby.
Time, please.
Play youth rugby with our youth program. All skill levels welcome. Register online at GlendaleRaptors.com. The youth rugby program here, fantastic stuff.
Well, here's Mike Graham kicking deep to Garrett Holly. Garrett to Colin. Holly, Colin playing fullback. A big up and under.
Keep it shining, thank you.
And he's got some help. That's going to find the ground. And the Olympic Club coming in support. Oh, coming back. I think that was that Doug Graves that came back for that?
Austin Welch.
Oh,
Great job,
Welch.
Austin Welch.
Good job. And there's Mike Graham. He's trying to look for some territory. Justin Pogov quickly is the Olympic Club defense. Max Statler does well with ball in hand. Can he get that ball down? Yes, it's going to come back Glendale's way. 14 on 14, remember. Is that high? Nope. Menke does well in the tackle. Crawford Miller just a little bit slow getting that ball out. That ball is out. That ball is out. Boy, Doug Graves that time a little mishandled. Did he say knocked on? Yep, I think he said knocked on.
Don't Glendale seem a little rushed in this last 10 minutes? Maybe it's the fact that they're behind on the scoreboard. They haven't been there for a long time. They kind of seem panicked. They seem like very confused to what's going on. They look sloppy at the breakdown. They've had no direction with attack. Don't be surprised if you see Zach Vinolio and Chad London come on very, very shortly.
Yeah, and I think that Crawford Miller's got to get the ball out quicker. It's been sitting there time and time again. That's what Olympic Club has been getting that pressure on.
We look like we might have a blood bin here, and while we get Joash Pecco fixed up, we'll look at the youth rugby, Glendale Raptors youth rugby program. Skill levels welcome. All skill levels are welcome. It's a great program run by Jenna Anderson here. You can register online at GlendaleRaptors.com. Summer is just around the corner, and they have a lot planned here at Infinity Park for the rugby programs.
Yeah, Jenna does a wonderful job here, as do the rest of the Glendale folks. And it looks like Joash Pecco is back in the action, ready to go. It's going to be a scrum put into Olympic Club. We're under 10 minutes left in this first half. And they are clinging to a 7-6 lead. And again, good defense by Olympic Club. This is a very explosive Glendale side that has been putting up huge numbers recently. So to hold this team to 2 penalty kicks in the first half, that's I don't think that's been done so far this season.
No, they've been kind of slow starters. If we watch Olympic Club come out here, Dustin Munn right through a tackle of Justin Pauga there, finally dragged down by Mike Graham. They maintain possession. Big pick, great tackle from Doug Graves, comes into the side, takes care of business there. And referee will reward him for that hit, not releasing. Oh, easy, Dustin, you're going the wrong way, champion.
You're rolling to a man on
as
his
he
feet,
goes back.
holding 23.
Again, you see those big tackles, and then once that player goes to ground, Graves rolls away. I think it may have been Spencer Scott who got right on top of the ball, as he's very good at doing, and earns his side a penalty.
Yeah, very active. We should see Mike Graham now kick it well within the Olympic Club half. Kind of died down the wind now. Expect a driving kick from Graham, and that's what we get almost all the way down towards the 22-meter line. An excellent kick by Mike Graham, and it's still going to be a Glendale put-in. No try so far for this Glendale side. We've only seen one try on the day, and that was started with a big run by Dustin Munn to Garrett Howley, who scored the try with an Engelbrecht conversion. Those are the 7 points for the Olympic Club so far. Here's Jack Howard. And again, no Casey Rock in the line out, so they're trying other things. Doug Graves gets the ball to the front. There's Miller getting it out. Justin Pogga, he's finding some gaps. There's Preston Bryan again behind Dustin Croy. Croy does well. Still on his feet, goes through 2 more players. Houghton again with another tackle. But Glendale all of a sudden 5 meters out from the line. Crawford Miller can't get it through. And that could be an intentional knockdown by Colin Howley. Nope, referee's not going to talk to him. He's just saying it's a knock on.
Oh,
intentional knock.
I think he's got him for offside, so Colin Hawley by default gets away with one there. And they look promising. Crawford Miller, he's just got to take a step backwards. When he picks that ball up, just give himself a space. He knows someone's going to be in that pillar position. If he steps back first and then attacks, he'll have better value.
And look at Mike Graham having a talk with a young scrum half. It's all right, just settle down.
The same thing. Yeah, be a bit slow at the back there. Don't feel like you have to go at them as hard as you are.
That's good. That's good for Graham to do that.
Yeah, he's grown up a lot, Mike Graham, as a football player and a person. He's really evolved from the young, brash fly half we saw here 6-7 years ago.
That was a good play by Miller there. That was much better. Got that ball out quickly. Graham didn't have a whole lot to do except set that ball to his team.
Graves, good run in there.
Release
from the
him.
underrated second rower.
No hands,
Again, I think
Red,
that was
Still
a
hands
skipper.
from Red. He's going to get him here. Luscombe is going to get sick and tired of these infractions at the breakdown. He's let this one go.
It looks like Daryl Honecker, I think, got pinged for that one. Hands in. Doug Graves brought that in hard.
Captain.
And it looks like Mike Graham, what's he going to do? Is he going to go for three?
Points are called, gentlemen.
They're going to try to get 3 points here.
So they're kind of in control of their destiny here. Glendale sit atop the table. Bonus points probably aren't going to hurt him in the long run. Here you see the penalty on the side here. Number 3, no hands. He's saying no hands. He's trying to clean it up. Trying to clean it up. You know, he's in his rights to go at the ball. I really think the onus is on the number 2, Jack Howard, to clean him out of there. Don't play tiddlywinks with him. Get low, drive him off the ball. It solves that problem.
Well, as we watch Mike Graham line this kick up, there's 6 other teams in this, 5 other teams in the PRP that are hoping that the Olympic Club can knock Glendale off here today, because make things a lot more even for them. As again, 1 and 2 in the PRP are the team that go to the final. And Glendale right now sit on top.
There you get an indication of how strong the wind is. He's had to hold the ball on the tee. Like we said, there's a little entrance to the stadium down in that corner, and it just comes whipping through there. Beautiful kick from Mike Graham, right through the middle. They retake the lead now, jumping out to a 9-7 lead. Glendale over Olympic Club. And probably a good option to take the 3 points there.
Yeah, I think so as well. You know, they're at 14-14 now. They're going to have a man down here. Let's see, is the Olympic Club, are they full strength yet? 2, 4, 6, 8. It looks like Olympic Club might be at full strength at this point.
The inside center's back on the field. Mike Halley.
And so now they are playing with a man advantage. I imagine for a minute or two as Casey Rock is still sitting on the sidelines. They want to gather this restart. The kick's maybe a little bit too deep. Nice height by Keegan. Oh, is that too far? That might be too deep. Nope. Kenyon gets it, just throws it out wide. Nice long kick out.
Out of that, 3.
Graham, well done there. Choosing to attack there inside their own 22. Comes to Justin Powell. Back inside to Welsh. There's a big hole. He goes through. Links up with Preston Bryant. He can't hold onto the ball. Goes down. Let's see if they turn this around. It's with Colin Hawley now. Steps inside Scott. The long-ranging fullback beats another tackle. Doing well here, Colin Hawley. Finally dragged out about 30 out from the line. Olympic Club on the attack though. Munn comes across to Engelbrick. He shifts the ball wide. Still on the attack. Goes to ground. Out to Bernard now. Mike Graham comes across and cover. Howard comes across and cover. The hooker moving beautifully.
Rock, no hands.
Menke did well to stay on his feet long enough for the troops to arrive, and it's going to be an Olympic Club ruck. Oh, tried to go right over the top, did not do it. And there's Crawford Mill. Yeah, he was in the tackle, did not release that ball. He took a shot. I think that was number 6, was it? Oh. Might have been the hooker, Andrew Cook. That was actually number 1, Mark Sugar, that tried to go right through the Glendale defense. He got called. And here's Mike Graham now. Just 3 minutes left in this first half as Graham puts a kick down. Not a whole lot of distance on that. Just about 10 or 15 meters. And we're still Casey Rockless. Let's see if we get a look at Mark Sugar. There you see he tried to go right through the top, but then Crawford Miller was trying to get that ball away, and the referee said, nope, not releasing.
Yeah, you saw the 7 Horton come through straight off his feet as well. That's the danger when you go for those picks by yourself. Doesn't matter though. They retain possession. Olympic Club, another wayward throw.
Well, I think that was on Doug Graves. I think he should have brought that ball down. It wasn't a bad throw by Haywood. And there you see the Olympic Club.
Not held, play on.
He wasn't tackled, stays on his feet as Daryl Honecker gets back up. And again, Olympic Club still charging, still with ball retention. That was better play. Mike Graham almost came through. And there's Keegan Engelbrecht trying to get something going out wide, going out to Garrett Hawley, the try scorer today. Hawley eludes one man, eludes two, eludes three, and he's got some red jerseys lined up outside if he can get the ball away. He does. Now they need to spin it. Oh, good tackle on Mark Sugar. That kept the ball at bay a bit. But Keegan Engelbrecht still with numbers out wide. Colin Hawley said it went backwards, the referee. Hawley stays on his feet again. He's a strong kid. He's a big, lean kid, but he's strong on his feet. There you see Dustin Munn gets it out to Engelbrecht. Oh, I thought Austin Welch could have had that referee playing advantage. And again, good ball retention by the Olympic Club. This is about 10th phase action. You see referee, it looked like Olympic Club wanted the whistle to blow.
Uncle, they were tapping out. They were getting a little exhausted there. A lot of phases stringing together. He's got him for not wrapping there, not using the arms on the tackle. He kind of chop blocked him, came in very low at the player. It doesn't look terrible, but it is a kind of a dangerous player when you see him, that missile-style tackle launching in at the feet. And Keegan Engelbrecht has told the referee he'll take a shot at the sticks for 3 points.
This would be big 3 points just before the half. It would give the Olympic Club a regain the lead at 10-9 if they can go on the break. There's only about 15 seconds on the clock before the 40 minutes. Let's see if we can take a look at that replay, Dan.
And there you see Mike Kenyon just coming straight in, chopping down at the feet. Makes it tough. The Olympic player may have jumped a little bit there, but still, you've got to go a little bit higher than that, just play it safe. It's also dangerous for the tackler and the tacklee. Gets a straight boot or a knee to the head, could end up with a concussion. But this will be a good check-in here because Casey Rock will be back on the field. Both teams back to 15 after this penalty. So Olympic Club will be happy to get 3 points while Glendale will still down to 14. And he's pushed this one the other way, Keegan Engelbrecht. Very unlikely to be missing these kicks. And that will take us through to half-time. After 40 minutes, the Glendale Raptors are leading Olympic Club 9 points to 7. We'll be back in a moment with all the highlights from the first half. Don't go away.
So how's your new mortgage going?
Oh, great. First Bank's doing most of the work for me, so got a lot of extra time on my hands.
Oh, so what you been up to?
Everyone, remember to have your parking validated at the end of the day. Now let the battle commence! Golf. A lot of golf.
Worry less about your mortgage and more about your free time with a mortgage made easy at First Bank.
Hey, hon, would you say it's more circular or spiral? Because if it's spiral, it's serious, but only if it's spiral with red dots.
It's definitely spiral, but I'd say it's more bumps than dots.
Spiral with bumps. Oh!
Enough with the internet diagnosis. Get real answers real fast. At Doctors Express, you can walk in and see our experienced physicians for everything from bumps to breaks for a fraction of the cost and wait time. Doctors Express Urgent Care.
What if you could see your kids get home safely without actually being there? Or turn your lights on from somewhere else? Welcome to Xfinity Home from Comcast, the total home security and home control solution combining professional monitoring with online and mobile tools, plus text and email alerts, remote alarm and light controls, and remote video monitoring. This is home security reimagined. Xfinity Home from Comcast. Learn more at xfinity.com/home.
Back in Infinity Park in Rugby Town, USA, Glendale, Colorado, we have the Glendale Raptors, the host team, with a 9-7 lead over the Olympic Club of San Francisco. And Dan, what did you think of that first half?
Absorbing stuff. Not the usual stuff we're used to from the Glendale Raptors. They like to throw it around. But the Olympic Club, they were the first to strike, as we see on the highlights. The scrum half, Dustin Munn, the former Cal scrum half, very dangerous here. Caught things a little bit unaware from Glendale as they picked it up and came the blind side. Menke does a great job getting the ball away. Dustin Munn then steps back inside. And just some inexperience there from Caswell, the winger from Glendale. And Munn taken high but gets over. Garrett Hawley gets over for the try. Beautiful stuff. And from Glendale, just some kicks.
No tries in that first half, but we saw plenty of Mike Graham. He had 3 opportunities for shots at goal. There was other opportunities. They went for the lineup, but here was Mike Graham. He slotted that last kick beautifully, 9-7 to give the Raptors the lead. But what do you expect in the second 40?
Glendale have really been a second 40 team. Their second halves the last 2 weeks have been outstanding. I expect to continue today. I do expect to see Chad London and Zach Fenolio. If they don't start the second half, it won't be long until we do see them.
Well, we'll see about that shortly as we come back in just a minute with this second half action.
Today's match from Rugbytown, USA is brought to you by Comcast. The most live sports on TV, online, and now on your iPad and iPhone. Xfinity only from Comcast. Hampton Inn and Suites. Experience the sweet life in Cherry Creek. First Bank is the largest locally owned bank in Colorado, headquartered in Lakewood. Visit us at efirstbank.com. And by The Y. We're for youth development, healthy living, and social responsibility. YMCA.
The new place is perfect, or at least it will be, with a little help from Dex. In the book or at DexKnows.com. Dex can help you get results fast and deliver the best local advice so you can get it done right here, right now.
We should do this more often.
Dex, results for the here and now.
Whoa, you all right? I think I dislocated my shoulder.
On a weekend? You'll never get a doctor on a weekend.
Enough with doctor's hours. At Doctors Express, we know accidents happen at inconvenient times. That's why we're open weekends and extended hours for everything from fevers to falls. Doctors Express Urgent Care.
Welcome back to Infinity Park, where Glendale clinging to a 2-point lead, 9-7 over the visiting Olympic Club rugby team. And Dan Power, it was a kind of a sloppy first half. We saw some missed tackles, we saw some bad passes, some missed plays, but again, a lot of heart from this Olympic Club. Bottom on the table, but really giving these top table dwellers a go today.
Yeah, definitely, and having to travel out here to Denver as well, travel to Glendale, to their home field, the altitude, all the other stuff, the cold weather, it's miserable, and they're still putting up a great show. Like I said, it's hard to believe they've only had one victory all year. They definitely look like a strong squad.
Well, they do have a spirited forward pack led by their skipper, Alex Menke. Daniel Houghton's been very effective in the loose for this Olympic Club team. And we talked about the dangerous Dustin Munn. He only needs a small gap, and we saw that in the try in the first half. As you see a good look at our referee, Tim Luscombe. Called the first 40 minutes, and he's got the second one. He's just about to kick this on one underway with Keegan Engelbrecht in the red and white of Olympic Club, ready to kick the ball away to the blue and white Glendale Raptors. Both teams at full strength. Both yellow card offenses have been expired, and now Casey Rock back on the field. And there you see Luscombe calls the play to go, and Keegan Engelbrecht with a nice high kick. All about the 22, and it drifts into touch on the full. We've seen that 3 or 4 times today. The wind, again, just wreaking havoc with these kickers, and it's going to be a scrum back at midfield for Glendale.
That thin Denver air and that wind, once the ball gets up there, there's nothing you can do to control it. It's just drifting across the sideline.
Boy,
and that's not the way they want to start the second half.
Yeah, it certainly looked like a really nice kick when it started out, and it just kept fading and fading and finally went out on the full. And we talked about Chad London and Zach Fenolio coming in, but still the same lineup for Glendale that started the match.
Yeah, interesting move, holding onto a 2-point lead. They did spend the week in camp with the Eagles. They may be quite beat up and tired from that. So obviously Coach Sneyman knows better than us the health and welfare of his players. So, but it'll be interesting to see how long he does keep them out for.
Oh, the play was on. It was a nice missed pass by Mike Graham. Just could not be handled here on the outside by David Caswell, the young winger.
Yeah, tough debut for Caswell today. He's had a bit of an up and down afternoon here.
That was a nice set piece by Glendale. And again, it could be, you know, because of Fenolio and Chad London not in the lineup. Maybe to be a championship team, you got to build some depth. And maybe he's just trying to build some more depth around the players, get in the back line some more options.
Crouch!
It's a dangerous move when they hold on to a 1-point lead on top of the table. Well, on the standings, they have a 1-point lead over San Francisco.
Yeah.
With Denver, crosstown rivals Denver winning today and coming after them, you think victory would be the main objective. You see beautiful ball movement there. What a set piece.
Oh,
comes out to
Statler.
Bernard. He's got some speed, gets around the outside nicely. Great counter ruck from Glendale though. Ball is out. Justin Pauga physically dominates the Olympic Club player, but he gets the ball back well. Looks like it's with Hawley, the other winger. They've got a nice little set out, a couple of big forwards here. Engelbrecht commands the ball, goes to Horton. He's met well by Hayward though. Tackled, they're just outside the 22 now, haven't gone any of the last few phases. Munn, Engelbrecht, he's got some space. Can he get the ball away? Beautiful pass. Well handled from Glendale though, they're playing very soft. They've still got numbers though if they can use it back to the left. Slow, stagnant ball. They need to use it here quickly. Well picked up though. Cook, he takes it in. Makes a few yards. The other big man picks it up.
Oh.
Oh, he's got him for coming in. Daniel Horton offside with possession. That's cardinal sin.
Right in front of the sticks too, boy. They're just trying to show their patience. Yeah, you don't see that call too often. That's when patience was needed. Try to get a penalty for your side to get that 3-pointer instead of the other way around. And now Mike Graham with a booming kick out near midfield. Yeah, nice big long kick for Glendale. Boy, and again, Olympic Club off to a really good start here in the second half. That's what you need these first 10, 15 minutes. Very important for either club. And you see Alex Menke asking the referee what exactly happened there. He didn't know. The referee did. Menke didn't. Here we have the throws. Jack Hayward. And again, Casey Rock back in. Low throw. He does well, though, to get it back to Mike Kenyon. Kenyon loses his footing, but he gets back out to Crawford Miller. Here's Mike Graham back inside to Preston Bryant. Bryant dragged down with no gain. Haley on the tackle, and here's on the outside. I believe that was Austin Welch. And there's Petco. Gets it out near midfield. Glendale still on the attack. Casey Rock with ball. And he gets bundled into the ground by 2 Olympic Club defenders. Oh, how about that? That was a crafty play by Mike Graham, and it might just work out really well for him. And oh my God, what a kick. What a kick that was. That could have been the play of the game so far. And let's see if it turns into an advantage for Glendale. Olympic Club does well, though, staying on their feet, getting out about 15 meters out from their own line now. And I think that's Colin Hawley now back inside, setting up the Olympic Club attack. Oh, Engelbrecht that was back inside. And now he gets back into position for a clearing kick if they can get this ball to him.
No, you're...
And there's the clearing kick by Keegan Engelbrecht. Well, what a play by Mike Graham. The pass was in front of him. Did you ever do something like that, Dan?
Not that well. You couldn't have had a better result than that kind of pass. He's just kicked it straight out of the air. Beautiful stuff. And then Colin Hawley goes a quick line out. I didn't see that coming at all. But get a look at the replay. Well, here it is, the replay. Watch this low pass from Crawford Miller. Mike Graham just kicks it away. The result is absolutely outstanding. Great job from the camera guys to get down there that quickly and pick it up. Oh,
red.
Yep, thrown out straight.
Not straight again.
To Doug Graves in the front of the line out too.
I can almost hear the chants of Fenolio starting to echo.
Well, hey, when you said that, no, that's Chad London warming up, isn't it?
See, they're both competitive guys, London and Fenolio. They're going to want to play no matter how they feel. They want to be out here playing. They've got a point to prove not only to the Olympic Club and Glendale, but also to the USA Eagles selectors who left them off the squad. They're going to try to show that they think that was a mistake.
Well, I think all these guys in the PRP, even if you're not on the Olympic or the U.S. team or in consideration, you want to be on the PRP. I mean, this is a great competition now. Some top teams are playing. You see a team like the Olympic Club, 7th in the standings, but really given the Glendale Raptors, who's first in the standings, a good go today.
Well, you said in the pregame, any chance for an upset? You kind of, do you know something we don't, Brian?
No. I just, I know Ray Lehner has always a good coach squad and play with a lot of heart. Oh, there's Colin Hawley. Just couldn't bring that ball down, but the referee's bringing the advantage back. It's going to be a penalty kick for Olympic Club.
We've seen that a little bit today. It might be the wind, these long floating passes getting put down. Players just not reeling them in like we expect them to. Like I said, the PRP, very high standard rugby, the highest club rugby you can play in the US. And the quality's improved drastically. From where you looked at the highlights in week 1, they look like week 1 teams. Still trying to figure out who they are, but as the season's progressed, the standard of play has improved significantly. Both the last Denver Barbarian games have been just so exciting to watch.
That was a nice big long clearing kick for Keegan Engelbrecht. Looks like Spencer Scott has come out for a little bit of patchwork, probably a blood bin. Should be a temporary change, and not sure who came in for him.
Justin Mitchell in the 20 jersey.
Justin Mitchell, number 20, playing at the tail of the lineout. He's actually not in the lineout.
Advantage!
Again, a pass behind the Olympic Club player, but Daniel Houghton has done well throughout. A good fend off. Oh, he loses the ball though. That was a nice steal by Mike Kenyon, but he's bringing that back, the referee is. Short arm penalty.
You may have actually spotted Justin Mitchell at the back there, not standing in the line out. He's got him for 10.
That's good call, Dan. Yep. So they can't kick for touch here. Yep. They're just going to go for the scrum now. So that's a good play. They couldn't go for touch directly because they would lose the line out. So they want to keep possession, going for the scrum here.
If it wasn't so windy, you'd take a quick tap and give it to Keegan Engelbrecht for a drop goal. Field goal, that's well within his range. He'd have time to get a good clean strike at it. But as you can see, it's just too windy to really get a good
I'd like
read
to
on
see him do something on the scrum here and get the ball in Dustin Munn's hands. You can see the Olympic Club back alignment.
Now they play very flat. They play very traditional backline. The blind winger stays on his blind wing. They keep it. You see, Glendale will bring that blind winger and stand them behind Mike Graham. So it'll be interesting. Keegan Engelbrecht has a lot of options. He can take this ball to the line here. He'll keep an eye on David Caswell, the Glendale winger out here. If he feels he sneaks up, gets a little flat, he's got the option to kick. You've got Garrett Hawley out here, very quick. His brother Colin Hawley, also quite fast, can chase it on. Mankey picks it up from the back of the scrum, and he just rumbles it forward. Mike Graham with a great low tackle brings him down. Now the backs have it. Engelbrecht, he comes across to Gallo. He gets met though. Great defense from Preston Bryant, solid tackle. Ball comes down the 22. Munn, Tim Little, chopped down. Great tackle from Doug Graves. He's had a great game in defense, Graves. Munn picks it up, steps Kennedy, steps again, Finds Colin Hawley some space. He fakes the kick, comes back inside, beats another tackle. Those long legs like a gazelle just galloping through the field. He's pulled down. Beautiful little pick though. Back to Blind. Can he get the ball away to Garrett Hawley? No one at home. Will he get there? Garrett Hawley gets his second for the day. Beautiful stuff from Olympic Club. They're back in front.
Yeah, Garrett Hawley with his second try of the day. And I think that was a defensive error. It was Dustin Croy on the outside for Glendale. When he came inside, that opened things up for Garrett Hawley out wide. And a nice pass off the floor. Was that number 6 that fed that ball up? I can't remember. Is that Kelly Harris or not?
Yeah, I think we'll get a good look in the replay, but it was, you saw, once he got brought down, it's almost Glendale took the foot off the accelerator and relaxed. He got that beautiful little pop. Here's the replay. Dustin Munn, beautiful footwork from little scrum half. Comes out to Hawley, fakes the kick. This was the previous play. As it comes down here, you'll see they come back to blind side. Great clean out from Tim Little, gets down. And there it is, looks like the hooker, big man, Andrew Cook. And that little pop there, you mentioned Dustin Croy. Really no need for Croy to come into that breakdown unless he's going to go for a steal. Kind of gets caught in no man's land. And that's Hawley's second try of the day. And now, Keegan Engelbrecht, he's had some trouble with the last two. A difficult one here for a right footer out in the sideline. Not his favourable side. The wind may help bring it back around though. Comes in, nice strike. Again, the wind doesn't really do as much down this end, does it? Kind of just holds the ball on line. Here's Coach Ray Lenner, he'll be happy. 12-9. He's a super fan, Ray Lenner. And if you're a super fan, you can get your super fan pass, 20 match tickets, rewards, $80 worth of rewards. That's a lot of rewards. RugbyTownUSA.com to get your super fan pass or find out some more information. That's good value, Brian.
And Ray Lehner's not only a super fan, he's also a new father of twins that were born just a week or so ago. So congratulations, Ray.
He'll be super tired.
Yeah.
Out of there, Blue!
And 12-9 now on that try by Olympic Club. Keegan Engelbrecht's missed conversion just keeps the lead at 3. And now the kick up. Oh, again, that wind is playing all sorts of havoc. Croy stays with this one, though.
That's a maul.
Him and Mike Graham both fighting over
Roll
it.
11.
But they are going to come away with this. It's going to be a Glendale ball. Casey Rock at the back of that
Stand
ruck.
your feet, too.
Yeah, they've made some changes in the back line. Max Statler and David Caswell, both wingers replaced. Chad London comes into outside centre. Philip White onto the wing. Preston Bryant moves to the other wing. So that looks more like what their starting lineup would be with the exception of Statler being off. London, his first touch of the ball. Olympic Club will know what a big threat he is. Mike Graham, wobbly clearing kick. Goes back down to Bernard. He may have lost that forward here. He has. Tim Luscombe right on the spot. He saw it. Huge let off there for Glendale.
I think that was Brian Barnard, just could not bring that ball down. But you get the feeling that Olympic Club's playing with a little more passion right now than this Glendale side is.
And that could, Andre Snyman may have recognized that, and that's the reason for these changes. Sometimes too late though. But you're right, they've definitely got to spring their step, Olympic Club.
Ryan, come here.
Once you get a team like Olympic Club with a little momentum, and they certainly are playing with a lot of heart here, clinging to that 3-point lead. Here's Mike Graham's kick. And again, that swirling wind, it just kept tailing away from Brian Barnard. And he just couldn't bring that ball in. And referee Luscombe right there making the call on the knock-on.
Bind.
And here's Crawford Miller, number 9 for Glendale, putting that ball into scrum right at midfield. Oh, and a good scrum by Olympic Club. Really puts him back, but Kenyon did well. And now Preston Bryant, that's a forward pass, and the referee right there to see it. Chad London was through.
That's all right. Frustration.
Yeah, it was almost a nice little flat pass, but just a little bit forward, and good call by the referee.
Nice set piece, the timing just a little bit off. Preston Bryant had a little bit of a juggle of the ball there, didn't pull it in as quick as he would like, and thus the timing of the run was a little off. But Chad London showing what a threat he is going to be for this second half.
All right, now let's see what we have here. The Olympic Club, most of the backs are set up to the left. Colin Hawley directly behind, Keegan Engelbrecht directly behind the scrum.
Hawley's going right.
Yet the Hawley brothers are out here on the right side. And Dustin Munn, I'd like to see the ball in his hands as much as possible here in the second half if you're an Olympic Club fan. He's so dangerous with ball in hand. Oh, that's a good steal by Glendale. Spencer Scott came away with that. And could that be what turns the tide here for Glendale? Oh, a nice big hit. Again, Menke in the midfield.
Menke is a beast, isn't he? He hits hard. I like Menke. He's a good-looking player. Barnard!
He said it went back.
Oh, he's lucky to get away with that. Justin Powell comes over the top and cleans up Colin Hawley. Big let off for Olympic Club. They've got the ball now just outside their 22. Martin at the back. Throws a big dummy. No one's falling for that one, though. Still with the ball, though. Glendale packed in very tight in defense. I think they're looking for Engelbrecht to get himself in a position to clear this ball. Ball's out. Very slow, stagnant stuff. Still with the ball, though, Olympic Club, just burrowing forward. Glendale, though, strong in defense. Another pickup, Tim Little. He has a go. Dustin Munn patting the top of the head, telling his forwards he's going to come in for this ball. Has a look, box kick time, perhaps. He'll go for the penalty. Could have got Spencer Scott offside. Instead, a high box kick. Back to Croy. He's had troubles at the back with his hands. Not this time. He moves it across. That's Croy, sorry. He finds Philip White. This guy can motor. He's tough to tackle. Gets around the first. Back inside to Croy. Links up with London. London, one to beat. Can he get his arms free? He can't. He's dragged down. Glendale still on attack. Mike Graham, he's got Preston Bryan outside him. Can he get into the corner? Great scrambling defence. Garrett Hawley, not only did he score tries, he's stopping tries. Beautiful stuff from both teams. Attack from Glendale, defence from Olympic Club. Beautiful rugby here.
What a great passage of play, Dan. I'll let you catch your breath here for a second, but what an outstanding play. Great forward and back link up with Glendale, and it goes out right now to Mike Graham. Graham to Preston Bryan. There you see the tackle. Good, solid defense by Garrett Hawley. Well done. Nice attacking position, though, by Glendale. The ball still pinned deep, 5 meters out. It's going to be an Olympic Club throw. Look for Tim Little. He's at the front of the line against Casey Rock. Casey Rock wants to hoist up. It's a timing thing, and Casey Rock comes down with it. He batted it just enough to go to Glendale. They come away with it. And there's Spencer Scott held up in the tackle. Can he get it down? I think he did, yes. The referee said yes. And that was Spencer Scott. Great effort.
You don't see that a lot where the forwards interchange that quick passing. Beautiful little sleight of hand there from Mike Kenyon as he hits Spencer Scott. Spencer Scott runs those hard unders lines. Sometimes the ball can come behind him. He knocks it on a little bit. Not that time. He ran it perfectly as Mike Kenyon dishes him up. A try and a platter. Almost got stopped there on the line, Brian. Beautiful defense. We'll have a look at the replay. There's forward coach Robbie Dawes. He's got to be happy with his boys showing the skill. Here's the replay. Crawford Miller. Watch this beautiful little pop pass. Right the line, though. He needs to get a little bit lower there. Spencer Scott, he still gets it down. Last-ditch effort. It looked like it could have been the hooker, Andrew Cook, who tried to stop him there. Beautiful tackle from Cook. But at the moment, the Raptors retake the lead. They're ahead 14 points to 12. Kick to come. Wow, it's got exciting in a hurry, hasn't it?
Well, how about Casey Rock? I mean, the steal in that lineout, though, really led to that try.
And you talk about Casey Rock, one of the elder statesmen now, but he actually started in the youth rugby program here many moons ago. And if you've got a young Casey Rock, you should sign them up for the youth rugby program. Play youth rugby. All skill levels are welcome. Register online at GlendaleRaptors.com. We just see Mike Graham missing the kick there. The ball blew off the tee as he came into his approach. No option but to run in quickly, pick it up and go for a drop goal, and it slides across the face. So the score remains 14 points to 12, 57 minutes gone. I'm going to catch my breath again, Brian. Take over.
Well, Keegan Engelbrecht is going to restart it here for the Olympic Club. 23 minutes left in this game. Again, very hotly contested with the forward packs. We're starting to see play open up a little bit more. The opportunities were few and far between in the first half, seeing more here in the second half. And that could be with Chad London's inclusion in this Glendale team. Good, suffocating defense by this Olympic Club team. Glendale inside their own 22. Nice little ball out wide. Casey Rock gets it out wide. Is that Austin Welch, I believe, on the outside? Yes, back to Casey Rock, the big man. Can he lumber through inside the 22? He's got some wheels. Now he's got to set it up. The advantage is for Glendale. And I think that's Zach Fanola that just came in the game. And the ball is out. They got some numbers out wide. If Matt Graham can see him. Preston Bryant. There's Polga. The Polga doesn't need the help. That's 2 quick tries in a row for Glendale in a matter of minutes. 2 tries in 2 minutes for Glendale.
Oh, you've got to give credit there to Austin Welsh. He spent last year down in Australia playing for the Jeeps Club in the Queensland competition. Let me tell you, when these guys go overseas, they go to South Africa, New Zealand, England, Australia, wherever they go, and they immerse themselves in that rugby culture, they always come back better players, and that's the case with Austin Welsh. Great run from him. Here we see after the run, Crawford Miller comes across. Mike Graham sums it up beautifully. Preston Bryant unselfish dishes it on to Justin Pauga, and I've named him the Samoan sledgehammer. It's going to stick. He's just too big and too powerful from that far out. They're not going to stop him. Keegan Engelbrecht wanted nothing to do with him, just like many other players want nothing to do with the big fella that close to the line.
Well, let's go back. Austin Welsh and that Casey Rock give and go. I mean, that was a beautiful exchange between the forwards. That's what led to it. Look at Casey Rock calling for ball out there like a good fly off, and here's the big run by Welch. Cuts back inside against some poor tackling by the Olympic Club. Rock stays on his outside, and look at big Casey Rock stretch his legs. Colin Holly finally brings him down, but Rock does well. There you see the offside. He came in from the offside position. Referee was playing advantage. Fenolio, he gets in the action early on, and that led to the try. Nice play by Glendale.
Let me tell you, we're playing in Colorado. Casey Rock is that tall. If he falls over, he lands in Kansas. It's unbelievable how big he is. Those big, long legs streaking down the field. But you see the nice little ball exchange from Austin Welsh, changing the ball from side to side and fending off. Beautiful stuff there from Austin Welsh. Super impressed with him since he's been back. Conversion's good. Raptors stretch it out, 21 points to 12. They are a second half team. I kind of get the feeling this could get messy here, Brian.
Yeah, they got the momentum up. They also got Zach Fenolio in the lineup and Chad London. So you saw Fenolio, he got involved in that last play, trying to get this team to keep the momentum up. And now huge time for the Olympic Club. They got to get some points on the board here. 21 to 12 right now. And they need to reply. They need at least 3 points to reply. If Glendale scores next, it's going to be a tall ask, I think. We're in the final quarter of the match here. Keegan Engelbrecht again with a high restart. He's been very effective. Last one went into touch, though. This looks like a real good one.
Got it for shielding.
Wow.
Yep, obstruction wouldn't allow a clean shot at the ball for Doug Graves.
Well, at first I thought he was giving
he's giving it to he's giving it to Olympic Club.
Yeah, I saw it that way. When he called it first, I'm saying, why is the penalty on the Olympic Club? Because I saw a Glendale man up front. So it's a good call by referee Tim Luscombe. And now what are they getting? Now it's decision-making time. Menke says, let's kick in the corner. We need some tries here.
Yeah, down by 9 points, 20 minutes to go. Engelbrecht hasn't been kicking for posts as he usually is, so probably not a bad option. Again, probably not his fault. The wind is very difficult here, conditions tough. We saw in the early game the kickers struggled with that as well. So probably a good option. Would have liked to have seen him put that a little bit deeper though, closer to the 5-yard line.
He's been very safe with his touch kicks. He wants to make sure they're in touch. He doesn't pick up all the yardage that I think he could on a nice calm day. But there's a nice take that time by Olympic Club. Gets him moving. There's a good hard run up front. That was number 6, Kelly Harris. Big time here. Keegan Engelbrecht, the pass behind. Dustin Crow. Nope, that was Chad London that came through. Colin Howley still has it. He's got some numbers out wide if they can get the ball out there. Looks like Leonard Gallo maybe. Oh, that pass is just a little bit hard. It went straight. They're playing advantage. This could be a big turn here. And there's good defense that time by the Olympic Club. Able to get back, secure that possession. Looked like Glendale might have had an opportunity. And I think that was Dustin Munn that got back and covered that ball up nicely.
Let's use it, please, Red.
Now Olympic Club just slow right around the fringes, setting up the ruck ball. And you see Dustin Munn slow to get up to his feet. He took quite a beating on that last exchange. Now he's back in position.
Let's go, please.
Yeah, signals to the box kick again. Little tap of the head. He's better be careful. Glendale will pick up on that signal pretty quickly. Just chips this one over the top back to Mike Graham. If he can link up, there a chance here for a counter. They got numbers. Across to Chad London. He dummies back inside. London versus Hawley. Hawley strong in defense again. Close to the touchline. Well picked up though by Phil White. He's strong on his feet. They push it back. Miller's got the ball. Bouncing past him. Oh, beautiful little ball. Spencer Scott. What a great line, but dragged down short of the line. Is it play on? No, he's got a knock on Fenolio. What a great exchange from the forwards. The second time Glendale Raptors showing their skills. Great scrambling defense though from Olympic Club.
Well, we saw a nice tackle by Garrett Hawley. Again, that's 2 or 3 saving tackles that he's made today. And nice interchange between the back row forwards for Glendale. Let's see the nice quick little pass right there. There it is. Austin, and there it was. Spencer Scott nearly got through, but a good shoestring tackle. I'm not sure who that was. Was it John Gallo, the fullback, 15, I think, came through and made that shoestring try-saving tackle.
I think Gallo and Hawley swapped jerseys. Colin Hawley to 15, Gallo to 13.
Okay.
Up we come. Up we come.
Should be a 3-point penalty for every jersey swap. It makes this very difficult.
Wait for the set, okay? Okay, on the
We
back.
got a 21-12 ball game. 63 minutes have been played here. The Olympic Club still in it. They need to score, though. They need a reply, but it's Glendale in the field position right now. Just 5 meters out from this Olympic Club line.
Bind. Set.
Boy, Glendale's just inching. They're already pushing the ball, pushing the scrum backwards. Look at that scrum just disintegrates. And here's Glendale trying to get that ball back.
Gentlemen, you both
Who's put in, is it?
Okay, you both went for it.
Important decision by the referee. He says it's going to be Olympic Club put in.
Here's a mark. Back of the 5.
Yeah, interesting call there. I thought Glendale definitely pushed him back there, but once the players go to ground, safety is off a premium, so he's pulled it up. Olympic Club get another chance. Expect another huge push here from Glendale, though.
Yep, and it looks like number 21, David Sneed, in that scrum half now for Glendale as Crawford Miller departs.
Crouch! Bind! Set!
Again, another big scrum for both these sides, especially for the Oak Club. This looks like a more solid platform. Menke tries to do something with it, but Spencer Scott cuts him down without no gain. Now they set up for Kegel Engelbrecht for a clearing kick. 3 Glendale Raptors after him. Forces him to hurry his kick. It goes right to Dustin Croy. Croy to Preston Bryan. He's got some men outside. Oh, a nice little dummy, a nice little show inside. Gets it out to Pauga. Pauga gets it outside, and then is that, oh, nice little run. Dustin Croy, beautiful play by Glendale. Outstanding team try. Good back line attack for this Glendale side.
When your back 3 all get on the same page and they get on that page early enough, it's always dangerous. I'm not sure if we'll get a chance to see it on the replay, but you can see Preston Bryant communicating to Dustin Croy before he even catches the ball. He's waving his hand, telling him, Dustin, I want you to pass it, then come to me, come to me. And Croy loops around. He's the one who catches the ball. He's also the one who scores. He's looped a good 60 meters around this entire play. Here's a replay. Croy to Bryant. Watch Bryant here. Turns Chad London inside. Lets him go, though. Beautiful stuff. That holds up the 13 in Gallo. And then Justin Pauga stays up on his feet long enough, and then back to Dustin Croy, who started the play 60 meters away, and he's looped all the way around. As a backline coach, you love that. As a kicking coach, you're going to be shaking your head. Put the ball over the sideline. Conversion successful. It goes over. The Raptors extend their lead now, 28 points to 12, add to 16 points. And we are about 15 minutes to go. It looks like it could be curtains here for Olympic Club.
Yeah, great reply by Glendale. We talked about the team that scores next is going to be in the driver's seat here. Well, it was almost imperative that Olympic Club got some points on the board, but that was not to be.
Yeah, I'm going to get this one off the field, though.
And the next time we see the Glendale Raptors in action here at Infinity Park, it'll be against the Belmont Shore, Saturday, March 22nd, 3 o'clock Mountain Time. That's 2 o'clock for all you Belmont Shore fans still watching, live on Rugby Town USA's Ustream channel. That will be a great game. It'll be the second match of another doubleheader. All the action, the PRP, that's the way they've set things up, these doubleheaders, which I think is great for the game, great for the fans to get 2 games in. A little tough on you and I, Viz, but we'll survive. And we have a little bit of a stop and play here. Some interchanges coming from Olympic Club. Engelbrecht holds the ball up, gives his signal. He's been going quite deep and high with his kickoffs. The last one was short. They got a penalty out of it. Let's see if he tries to carbon copy that with another short kick. Gone a little bit deeper on this one. Should be well handled. Justin Mitchell underneath it, drags in nicely. Ducks the first tackle. He's met on the 22 though. Tackle well. Sneed in at scrum half. Goes back to Joash Pecco. The prop still going strong after 66 minutes.
Release.
He's at the 22 now. Sneed across. There's Austin Welsh. Great game from Welsh. Been super impressed with him. He gets that drive going forward. Great job from the Raptors forwards. Gives him a little bit of extra yardage. Luscombe with the arm out playing advantage. Goes back to Scott. He's met though. Keeps fighting and beats those tackles. Great work from Spencer Scott. He has a high motor. Sneed across. Now Graham calls the ball. Short to Fenolio. Great run from the captain. He's met though. Glendale recycle well. Graham across to London. He's got time, ball in 2 hands. Steps back in, beats the first tackle as he always does. Can he get the ball away? No, he had value on the left-hand side. Quick pick here from Sneed. They come to blind side. Dustin Croy steps back. Well met from Garrett Hawley though. Olympic Club scrambling well in defence. But Glendale continue to attack, putting pressure on. Big Casey Rock crashes the ball forward. Sneed jumps in at scrum half. Graham shapes a kick. Oh, picked off. Huge intercept. Can he get there? Everyone seems exhausted. Austin Welsh getting chased. Can he get there? He will. He drags him down from behind. Pops the ball back. It's play on. Olympic Club on attack. Bernard's got the ball. He throws it back inside to Englebrick. To Dustin Munn. Can he get there? The slippery little scrum half will dive over and score. Olympic Club are back. It's not over yet. Oh, shut the gates down there. What beautiful end-to-end stuff from Olympic Club. This is going to look absolutely sensational on the replay. The boys from San Francisco, they've still got some fight left in them behind. They're not done yet. Dustin Munn, the little scrum half from Cal. Andre Simon, I think he's still trying to figure out what happened. We're still trying to figure out what happened. Let's have a look at the replay and see exactly what happened. The looping pass is what got him here. Mike Ryan just a little bit too long with the ball in his hands. He shapes a kick. It's picked off by the replacement, number 18, Stefan Salimi. He doesn't have the gas as Austin Welsh drags him down from behind. He pops it back. Could have broken down here. Bernard goes to the blind side. He pops it back. Beautiful work from Keegan Englebrick. Now watch this beautiful left foot step and he dives over Dustin Munn. What a good little scrum half and player he is. Brian Vazard, sensational stuff.
Dustin Munn, still plenty of energy here. 28-19 now. Good reply by the Olympic Club. Maybe one try too late, but there's still 12 minutes left in this contest. There's still plenty of time. What are they down? 9 points. Still plenty of time to get 10 points on the board. A good fight back by the Olympic Club. Good reply. Good steal in the midfield. And now here's Mike Graham with a kick. Nicely contested. Referee said went straight down. He said play on. It's going to come back to Keegan Engelbrecht. He gets stuffed, but play goes on. It's a charge down. Up, and then he saw a slight knock on by...
No, I think he's got him. It just went straight down. There was 3 or 4 players on top of each other, and it's just a play. Yep. So he's got him with a charge down there. So no knock on the charge down. I just think it was too many players on the ground. They're going to pack a scrum down, and Glendale will be happy with that result.
Well, it's going to work out for Glendale. You're right. There's a scrum inside the 22-meter line. Plenty of room on the right side. All the backs for Glendale on this left-hand side now. Do they try to do a stab on the right?
Set.
Everybody's on the right, even though there's a defender for the Olympic Club on that left-hand wing.
Closer. No, they engage with the set, which is fine.
That might be Brian Barnard out there on the left-hand defense.
Okay.
Sorry, I'm a midget. I can't help that.
So let's see what Glendale does here. Plenty of weaponry in this back line. They got Chad London. They got Justin Powell. They got
Crouch.
Preston Bryant. They got Dustin Croy.
Set.
And they got Mike Graham as well. We haven't seen Graham hang on to the ball too long. What are they going to do? A full arm penalty. They could just try to kill some clock off and kick a pretty sure penalty kick to make it 31-19. But what do we got on the try situation? Did they get their bonus point?
No, I think they've got 3. They need 1 more, perhaps.
1, 2, 3, yep.
I don't think there's a big difference between 9 and 12. The right option here is to stay territory-wise, stay in Olympic Club's half, and just, like you said, chew some time off the clock. The last thing you want to see them do is kick a penalty, give up the kickoff, Olympic Club score, and next thing you know, it's game on.
Yeah, but I think they're thinking also now on that that bonus point try for the 4 tries. There's Casey Rock, nice throw, uncontested, good drive by the Glendale forward pack. Just trying to get through. They're just avoiding some Olympic Club players. The maul, a big driving maul by Glendale. Can they get through? And I think they did. They got it down. I'm not sure who got that ball down. There it is. I think that's Austin Welch who got the try.
Justin Mitchell.
Justin Mitchell. Justin Mitchell, good try.
He's copied Austin Welch's hairstyle with the black tape there, but Justin Mitchell, he started a movement with this Glendale team called the PRP Stash Party. They're all growing moustaches until they win a championship. So good on the boys for getting behind that. I think there's 7 or 8 of them. And we have, just as Olympic Club hit back, Glendale respond, and now you're kind of thinking a little less time on the clock, maybe that one does it. I don't want to jump to conclusions though. We look at the replay, and this is a forward stream here. You see big Casey Rock. Reminds me of a young Brian Vazard back. And this is how you guys at OnBack did it. Ball to Vazard, we bring it down and just drive it over. And a forwards coach has just got to love that. Great work from the boys. straight out of the textbook. No good with the conversion from Graham, just goes across the face. Leads the score at 33 points to 19. We are under 10 minutes to play here at Infinity Park in what has been a very enthralling match. Glendale showing that they are a second half team. They've opened things up as they get their bonus point with the 4 tries. Now they need to hold on to the victory.
Yeah, big 14-point lead now with just about 8 minutes left on the clock. And again, good second half from both these sides. But Glendale especially on the front foot throughout this second 30 minutes of play. The referee said play on. Here comes Olympic Club. Still got a little bit of fight left in him. Dustin Munn leading that forward pack. There's Engelbrecht out wide. And that's Harris, I believe. Yep, Kelly Harris, number 6. Another St. Mary's grad. And Olympic Club just drives that ruck to the floor. Looking for something. Dustin Munn got caught in there. And now it still comes back. Justin Pogga in the middle of all that. It's going to come back, and the referee's going to play first knock-on. Looks like there's a knock-on against an Olympic Club, and it's going to be a Glendale put-in. Good pressure defense by the Raptors.
It was. They just kept swarming there, the Raptors, and put the pressure on, forcing the knock-on. And every time these scrums come, oh, he's called time off. I was going to say every time these scrums set down, it just chews a little bit more time at the clock. Glendale will be very slow to pack down. We've got a player down in the background. Could be Mike Graham, is it?
Yeah, looks like a player from both sides. And I think Gallo came out for the Olympic Club, and referee wants to go back in.
Scrum, Blue. Wait for me, Davey, wait for me.
And there we go, the Pacific Rugby Premiership returns to Infinity Park next week as the Denver Barbarians take on Olympic Club. The team in red you're watching right now at Infinity Park. The webcast will kick off at 1 p.m. Mountain Time, 12 p.m. Pacific for you Olympic Club fans. And that, I'm very encouraged by their performance today. That will be an absolute cracker of a match too.
Yeah, it doesn't get any easier for the Olympic Club. Denver really showed a lot of heart in their victory over Belmont Shore.
Touch is called.
So I think that was a
anyway,
into touch, I believe, off a Olympic Club player. It's going to be a Glendale throw. But good heart that the Denver Barbarians showed today. Good defense on both ends of the halves, in first half and second half. Some try-saving plays by that desperate defense, able to keep Belmont Shore out of the try zone and secure that victory.
So you're going to have probably one of the league's best offenses in Glendale up against one of the best defenses in Denver. Should be a great game. That's coming up in a few weeks, Glendale versus Denver. Mauling it forward, just trying to suck some time off the clock and doing a good job.
Release it! 3, roll
Ball
away.
comes down, they're going to have to get this out here.
Hey, leave it, 21. Hey, both of you.
A little bit of chat there, a little bit of argy-bargy on the back. Sneed clears the ball back to Graham. He passes across to big man Pauga. As he's done all day, just keeps running straight. He's had a great game, Dustin Pauga. I'm torn between him and Austin Welsh for player of the game. It's turned over though. Bernard's got the ball for Olympic Club. If they're going to do it, they've got to do it now, and they've got to do it quickly. It comes across to Engelbrecht. He moves the ball across. It's well played there outside by Glendale on defense, so they're on the 22. Ball comes across, Engelbrecht dummies. Runners get ahead of him, he kicks it back inside. He's met by a wall of defense from Glendale. Slow ball coming out, it's picked. Good option there, pick and go. He makes some good yards, that could be Kelly. He lays it back. Picked again, could have been lost, it has been lost. No, he's going to play the penalty.
Ball's not out, buddy.
Ball's not out, he said.
Side before the ball's out.
Diving in from the side before the ball's out. Quick tap. Engelbrecht looks to bat it on, misses altogether. One-hand punch from Hawley. There's some space out in the wing, but it shuts down quickly. Great scramble defense from Glendale. Still, Olympic Club with the ball on attack. Comes out to the right. Engelbrecht. He moves it across. Huge hit there. Lawrence Enfro White smashed in the middle of the field by Glendale. They keep possession. Dummies inside from Engelbrecht. Finds Mudd on the outside. He gets his arm free. Back to Engelbrecht. Comes across to Hawley. One-on-one with White. He rounds the corner. Held by White though, and the ball trickles over the touchline. Good result for Glendale. Enterprising stuff from Olympic Club, but just coming up short at the end.
I really like the way Olympic Club is just playing to the final whistle. They know they need 2 converted tries to tie this ball game up. And Glendale, on the other hand, look at them now. They know they got a 14-point lead. They're just taking their time to the line out. Zach Finolio, good leadership. They're in no hurry now. Look for Casey Rock. Is he going to lift this time, or is he going to jump this time? Looks like he's in a lifting mode. Yep, going to go towards the tail. Tipped a little bit by Olympic Club, but it's going to come back Glendale way. Good break by Glendale. That's Sneed with a clearing kick. Inside is 22, kicks it into touch over Garrett Holly's head. He does a quick throw in. Back inside to Dustin Munn. Munn looks like he had really fresh legs on that last try. Does he have anything left? Yes, he does. Outside That's Colin Hawley, or Keegan Engelbrecht, I believe it is.
Rock!
Oh, number 20 actually. I think it was Nick Wagner. Yep, and here's the Olympic Club trying to get things going forward. There's Harris inside the 50-meter line. He's still on his feet. Still on his feet, going through 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 Glendale tacklers. And here's, look at all those Olympic Club players all around the ball, trying to get that ball out wide. Here's Garrett Howley again, cutting back inside. 1-on-1, not on 2 now. Gets through White, goes to floor. Now here's the Olympic Club. Oh, nicely stolen by Mike Graham. He comes away with that ball. Can they get it back? It looks like Olympic Club's gonna, or Glendale's gonna win this ball. Casey Rocky just wants to set it up, try to get a little more room. And Mike Graham's out of play right now. They need a kicker. Chad London kind of goes into the slot. He might be doing the kicking now. Yep, Chad London into place. Good communication by Glendale. And a nice long kick. That's going to be a tough one to handle. Bounces back in field. And there's number 20, Nick Wagner. He gets it out wide. Colin Hawley gets it out even wider. There's Brian Barnard. Does he have the pace on the outside? Oh, one good tackle by Dustin Croy, but there's Colin Hawley. Good support.
Try time!
And try time for the Olympic Club. Good reply, good fight back, good heart by this Olympic Club.
Now you want to talk about pressure. Keegan Engelbrecht kicks this, it's a 7-point ball game. And we still have about 2 minutes on the game clock here. We've had a few stoppages in play. Colin Hawley with a great try there. Olympic Club on the counterattack. That kick from Chad London got caught in the wind, that spiral. The danger of those spiral kicks, got caught in the wind, drifted in field. No real chase on it from Glendale, and he made them pay. He doesn't want to waste time, but he's got to make sure he kicks this. Engelbrecht kicks up, it's good! 7 points, whoa! What a finish, what a finish, 7 points. We have about 2 minutes left on the game clock. There's probably 4 minutes left on the ref's clock. I'm just guessing there. But we're in for a finish here. Raptors aren't home and hosed yet. The fat lady, they've told her to sit down, stop warming up your voice, darling. We've still got a game of rugby to play.
Well, still a bonus point if Olympic Club, if they don't get any more, if Glendale doesn't get any more, they still at least get a couple of bonus points for tries, I believe. I think they scored 4. And also, yeah, Garrett Howley scored 2, Colin Hawley scored 1, Dustin Munn scored 1, so they at least get a bonus point for tries. And if they hang on here and they don't get the win, they can at least get 1 more bonus point for 7 or less, but they're thinking victory now. They want to get, and they got a penalty, so there's still time. A minute left, there's still time here. Keegan Engelbrecht quickly gets to the mark. He's going to try to pick up a little bit of territory here. And this is when you check to the referee. You ask him how much time is left in this contest. You don't want to kick it out and not have a chance. So let's see, there's a kick in. It's going to be just outside, or just on the Glendale side of midfield. It's going to be an Olympic Club throw in here.
Why are they not running to this line?
I
Olympic
don't know.
Club are just walking.
They got to get there. They got to show some urgency here, not unless the referee has told them there's 5 or 6 minutes left. I'm not sure. There's the throw. They need to bring that down, and I think they did. Yes, they did. And here it goes, out wide. High tackle. No, referee said play on. And a good drive by Glendale. Olympic Club trying to get that ball back. And I think finally they do.
Very lucky to get away with that one. The Glendale player had a hold of the scrum half.
Tackle over,
Cannot
release.
do that, should have been a penalty. Engelbrecht steps in the scrum half though. I think he's trying to get the ball back. Numbers on the right, Hawley goes that way. Back inside, Bernard.
18
He's
roll.
met, though. Great tackle.
Now.
Spencer Scott still with the ball around halfway. The clock here at the stadium's clicked over to 80 minutes. Probably a minute or 2 left. Great swarming defense from Glendale. Oh, he's got him. Not getting
Tackler got his
away.
feet over the ball. He got to get out of there.
Over the ball, penalty. This is where you ask the referee how long to go. He'll kick it to touch, and it's game over. Glendale hold on, 33-26 over Olympic Club. Heart attack stuff. Andre Snayman will be terrified in the stands. Olympic Club comes surging back. Brian Vazard, what are your thoughts?
Oh, what a tremendous second half we saw from both these sides. Great fight back from the Olympic Club. They were down by 14. It looked like they didn't have a chance, and then they came back with that nice try. And at the end, they still had a chance. But Glendale, you know, they have a championship. They have the championship spirit. They've been there before. They've been in playoff games before. They know what it takes to win, and we saw that late in the game here today. There you see a winning coach, Andre Snayman. And folks, we're going to take a break. We just saw Glendale come out 33-26 winners. We'll be back to wrap it up right after this.
Today's match from Rugbytown, USA was brought to you by the Greater Glendale Chamber of Commerce. Thank you for supporting business in the Glendale area. Alpha Graphics. Increase your reach with Alpha Graphics. alphagraphics.com. Butler Rents. Colorado's most complete party rentals. butlerrents.com. And by O'Brien Rugby. For all your rugby needs, o'brienrugby.com.
Whoa, you all right? I think I dislocated my shoulder.
On a weekend? You'll never get a doctor on a weekend.
Enough with doctor's hours. At Doctors Express, we know accidents happen at inconvenient times. That's why we're open weekends and extended hours for everything from fevers to falls. Doctors Express Urgent Care.
So how's your new mortgage going?
Oh, great. First Bank's doing most of the work for me, so got a lot of extra time on my hands.
Oh, so what you been up to?
Everyone, remember to have your parking validated at the end of the day. Now let the battle commence!
Golf. A lot of golf.
Worry less about your mortgage and more about your free time with a mortgage made easy at First Bank.
The new place is perfect, or at least it will be, with a little help from Dex. In the book or at DexKnows.com. Dex can help you get results fast and deliver the best local advice so you can get it done right here, right now.
We should do this more often.
Dex, results for the here and now.
Welcome back to Infinity Park, where Glendale just won out winners 33-26 over the Olympic Club. And Dan, it was a splendid second half by both these sides, I thought.
Oh, it really was. I love the fact that Olympic Club just wouldn't go away like a mosquito in the night. They just kept buzzing around right up until the last play. They were a chance to tie it up here. And here we see the highlights, Olympic Club. Colin Hawley, I thought he had a great game at fullback today. He was a big difference maker along with Dustin Munn. And there you see the big man, the big hooker, Andrew Cook. He also had a good game, gets it away to Garrett Hawley. Scored 2 tries, saved a bunch of tries. Good game from Garrett Hawley as well. And now we see Glendale attacking. Beautiful stuff there. A nice short ball from Mike Kenyon. Spencer Scott getting a try. He had another busy game. Both those guys, all the loose forwards for Glendale putting their hand up today. And then we saw Glendale in the second half. They were the resurgent side. They've shown all year. And there he is, big Justin Pauger. I thought he had a great game. My man of the match today was Justin Pauger, and he had a great game. And you saw Glendale went on a run. They put a bunch of points on. We kind of thought the game was over. You saw here on a big counter-attack move, Dustin Croy finally looping around and getting the try. At that point, we thought it was over, Viz. We were wrong.
Yeah, and some wonderful tries. Four excellent tries by Glendale in that second half. But the Olympic Club also had a couple. Here's Mike Haley going to go outside. There's Keegan Engelbrecht, Dustin Munn, who's outstanding, I thought, in a losing effort for this Olympic Club. It didn't take much of a space for this guy to get through. And there you see Glendale again. The Casey Rock, the drive. Justin Mitchell gets that drive. And again, great forward reward there. They played outstanding in that second half. A little shoddy at times in the first half, but played well in that second 40 minutes of play. And then finally at the end, it was Mike Haley again on the outside. He goes down close, and it gets out to Colin Howley in support to score the try to make it close. Get another bonus point for this Olympic Club. So they got a bonus point for tries. They got a bonus point for within 7. So a good effort by the Olympic Club. But for Glendale, Justin Pauger, I thought I agree. I thought he was outstanding in this game today, both offensively and defensively.
And there is Justin Pauger, your core power man of the match. He had a great game in the middle. We didn't see Chad London, his usual centre parter. He had to step up, and he did that. Got a great try here. He's just so dangerous close to the line. You look, he's very, very fast for a big man. He just barrels his way through, and if he can't, he'll beat you on the outside. A very deserving core power man of the match today.
And Glendale, they continue to win, play championship rugby. They sit atop the standings in the PRP. For the Olympic Club, it's got to be a nice effort as well. But from all of us here, thanks for joining us at Rugby Town, USA, where Glendale defeated the Olympic Club by a score of 33-26 in Week 7 of the Pacific Rugby Premiership. For more info on Infinity Park, go to infinitypark@glendale.com. For Dan Power and our entire crew, I'm Brian Vizard saying thanks for tuning in.
What if you could see your kids get home safely without actually being there? Or turn your lights on from somewhere else? Welcome to Xfinity Home from Comcast, the total home security and home control solution combining professional monitoring with online and mobile tools, plus text and email alerts, remote alarm and light controls, and remote video monitoring. This is home security reimagined. Xfinity Home from Comcast. Learn more at xfinity.com/home.